It ain't looking good for the prosecution. It's not looking good for the prosecution. It's a wrap. Do you understand? Diddy is looking like he's in a great position right now. I can't even lie to you with what has happened. It honestly is a wrap for the prosecution. It is official, and it's officially been announced as of 20 minutes ago that the head of the prosecution against Diddy, Maureen Comey, guys, a federal prosecutor, has officially been fired. She's been fired, according to 4 people with knowledge of the matter. The New York Times is reporting the reason for Ms. Comey's firing was not initially clear. Her dismissal immediately raised questions given her involvement in cases that have roiled the White House in recent days, as well as the fact that her father is the FBI director, James Comey, who was fired by Trump during his first term. A spokesperson for the Southern District of New York declined to comment, and the White House President Office did not immediately respond as well, including about whether it had to do with the fact that, father relations. Trump in recent days claimed without evidence that files related to Epstein's crimes were concocted by Mr. Comey as well as by former presidents. Ms. Comey was given a letter informing her of her termination. 3 of the people with the knowledge of the matter said. 2 said that the letter said that Ms. Comey was being fired under Article 2 of the Constitution. Ms. Comey is not in a good position right now. She obviously is extremely upset from this sudden news. Of course, her father did not get on well with the sitting president. Therefore, she's in this predicament. But she was still very much handling cases whilst that Trump was still in office, i.e., Sean Diddy Combs case, which of course did not go well. RICO acquittal. Diddy got away with all of that. And so therefore, he winning that RICO specific charge put Maureen Comey in a disastrous position. What is it going to look like now when it also comes to the October 3rd sentencing? Maureen Comey is not going to be there. She's not going to be the head of the prosecution. It's going to be other individuals. It's going to be, Miss Slavic, perhaps other people. But it's an absolute shit show when it comes to the prosecution. The prosecution against Diddy is breaking down right in front of our eyes. Not only that, guys, but it's also announced that the Justice Department lawyer who filed the key court declaration, guys, to even keep the Epstein files from release under FOIA was Maureen Comey, the daughter of ex-FBI, James Comey. So she was the one recently who has prevented these files from being released. And people are wondering why she would be in that position or prevent them from being released when even Epstein and Diddy work for the same network. They're all connected. So you're trying to prevent the release of some files of one bad person, but then on the other side you're trying to lock the other bad person away. It's not adding up, guys. It's really not adding up. I don't understand her motivations, what she's told to do. How can you be in a position where you prevent Epstein files from being released, and then outside of that you are trying to lock Diddy away? This was the same person during the prosecution of, the P. Diddy trial. She stated that specific evidence cannot be released to the public, only be shown to the jurors. And of course, people who are court reporters, media access, they want some of the public information because if the courtrooms are open to the public, then therefore some of the evidence should also be open to the public as well, because the jurors are shielded from the public anyways. So whatever we make of what's going on in the courtroom doesn't affect them. So why can't certain information be released? And of course, I remember court reporters, media wanted certain of videos or whatever to be released, and the prosecution wanted things sealed. This is the same type of behavior that she obviously is doing. Was it because of this that she got fired? I believe it's because of the Diddy trial. I know that she's obviously related to other stuff, and the fact that her father doesn't get on well with certain people. Her father was fired too, but I 100% believe she was fired because of the fact that she flopped when it came to this case. I think prosecution did a good case, to be honest with you, but at the Southern District, a 98% chance of a conviction rate, and you are the 2% chance where this big public figure does not go down for RICO is a waste of police time. It's a waste of the court time. It's a waste of everything when it comes to their perspective. They wasted so much money and resources, all of these raids and etc. for what? You're raiding 3-4 of his homes, arresting his sons right on site, taking all of this stuff only for this man to get acquitted from RICO. And you're leading that case, you're going to be fired. So I'm sure that Diddy has just heard this news. I'm sure that Diddy's lawyers are happy because they were smiling outside after they won technically, even though he was guilty on 2 counts, smiling outside all together like they were the new Avengers. So I'm pretty sure they're all going to be elated. Diddy's going to be dancing in the prison. Diddy probably is going to start giving the Gluck 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 to everybody, celebrating the fact that the lead person who tried to lock him up got fired after he was acquitted from RICO. Judiciary corruption is happening as well. We're going to throw that in there because I always feel like judiciary corruption happens. And I do think that now, after Maureen Comey was being fired, the sentencing for Diddy might also be reduced as well. I just feel like the judge might look at this thinking that, the lead prosecutor has been fired. That is not going to work well for the optics of Diddy getting much long in prison. I just don't see that. Things are really going his way. Everything is turning a 180 very quickly, guys. And I do wonder why it's all turning a 180. I just find it to be very, very, very bizarre. Great news for him, guys. Great news for Diddy. Great news for Diddy. Even though some files have not been released and, court reporters like Inner City Press are demanding so yesterday, and some stuff has been missing. We've been talking about all of that. But, this is really not good news for her that she has basically been fired, guys. What a rap. What an embarrassment. She went out so bad. Diddy's prosecution, guys, have gone out so bad. They lost a huge defeat when it came to that trial. And listen, I was there in the courtroom. She put up a fight. That woman she was speaking her speech, doing everything that she needed to do, but I think that she was just doing too much. Nobody asked you to put out a 4 to 5 hour closing statement. You want to bore these jurors. I'm tired. I'm over it. I don't have time to listen to a 5-hour speech of you putting out a closing statement when I just want to go home. So, this is a big defeat. I don't know if Diddy and his goons and his people have anything to do with it. I don't know. I don't want to be too naive, but could there be some kind of corruption going on behind the scenes where things are turning a 180 for this man? I think that he's going to get out much sooner now than initially thought because of all of this that is happening. And I think that he's in a very good position. I wonder who's going to replace her now for the sentencing, because they're all going to be there, but she's not going to be there. She's jobless. Maureen, you're jobless now. Babes, you're jobless. You've been fired. All of this has hit the news. It's definitely got everything to do with P. Diddy's trial. Had she won that trial, had he been, charged for RICO, even just the RICO charge, she would not be in this position today. Diddy, the prosecution against Diddy are breaking down. After the verdict came in, the prosecution were very silent. They sat there at the front. These women, they will look very sad. Even though I think they put up a good fight, it was a good argument. They had the jurors being men against them, in my opinion. But outside of that, this is a big defeat for her. It's a big embarrassment for the Southern District of New York as well, because they have high conviction rates for RICO. You've got a high profile case going on for a month and a half with media 24/7, and you didn't get him down for RICO. These are going to be the consequences, and I don't think this is going to be the end of it. I think that the rest of the prosecution are also going to face pay slumps, also going to be demoted, also the rest could be fired, whereas Diddy's lawyers are just getting bonuses left, right, and center, and of course are extremely wealthy now because of Diddy and the fact that Diddy's paying them. Let me know your thoughts, guys, when it comes to this. I smell a rat in the story. I don't know what it is. I also feel like Maureen and the father and the Epstein link is also very weird to me as well. I don't know how to break that down, but it's just all weird. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.